Well, a very big hello to all members of the Whoniverse out there. This is Magic Martin 666 with my first Doctor Who video, in fact. And today we are going to be discussing the character of Omega. Now, there's been a bit of rumour, a bit of speculation going around that in Season 6 we may see the return of Omega. Now, for those of you who don't know, Omega is a Time Lord. He was he is the first ever Time Lord in theory, because he was the chap who made time travel possible. Using the Hand of Omega, he shrunk a star into a black hole known as the Eye of Infinity, and with that he was able to make TARDISes fly and time travel possible, causing Rassilon to become the first ever official Time Lord. So he has appeared twice before. Firstly, he appeared in the episode called The Three Doctors, which was a classic episode from the 1970s, and then slightly more recently in the 1980s he appeared in the Arc of Infinity with Peter Davison. Slightly redesigned helmet, but still very much the Time Lord we know and fear. So we're going to be discussing his potential appearances in Season 6. We can't really call these spoilers because there are no official rumours as such. This is just one that's been speculated on the internet. So let's discuss potential suggestions, hints at a return of Omega. So we're going to start off with the episode called The Lodger. The Lodger was that fantastic episode with James Corden where we found out that in his loft someone was building a TARDIS. They built the time engine, and by the looks of it, you went through that door and it was considerably bigger on the inside than on the outside. And the whole top level of his building disappeared, and what was revealed was a kind of an egg-shaped object. There it is in the picture there, with a kind of a tripod design. In fact, it's not a tripod. I've looked. It's actually got 4 legs, so it's kind of got a quadpod design, and then that flew off into time and space. Potentially that is the first time we've ever seen a TARDIS without its chameleon circuit active, so that could be what TARDISes all really look like. Then of course later on in the Pandorica Opens we saw Riversong looking around Amy's house, and she found these 2 distinctive burn marks on her lawn. There was speculation that possibly those burn marks were made by the same tripod TARDIS, but again that is only speculation. But if you have a look at those designs, I think they look a bit like American GI badges that they have on their jackets, but if you compare that to the design of the Peter Davison Omega, then similarities, definitely similarities between the two. Right, moving on to Riversong. Riversong's first appearance in Season 5 was, of course, in the Weeping Angels episodes, and we saw her flying the TARDIS. Now, in that episode, she said that she did learn to fly the TARDIS from the very best in the business, but the Doctor wasn't around that day. So, in theory, who could she have learned to fly a TARDIS off of? Well, it has to have been, in theory, another Time Lord, and who better to learn how to fly a TARDIS off than possibly the man who invented the TARDIS in the first place, which was, of course, Omega. Yes. Later on in that episode, we see her in handcuffs, and she describes the man she killed as the greatest man she's ever known. Well, we are assuming that she hasn't killed the Doctor, because even wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey, that doesn't quite work out somehow. So potentially she could have killed the greatest man she ever knew, which was, you know, a godlike Time Lord in Omega. Now, I think I'm the first person on YouTube to have spotted these. Do correct me if I'm wrong, but there are some Omega logos hidden in the background of that Weeping Angel 2-parter. Firstly, in part 1, when we see Amy Pond trapped in the little spaceship there, as the video angel is coming out, she reaches for the airlock, she reaches for the door handle, and the door handle itself is shaped kind of like a graphical C, but as you can see on the wall there is a similar symbol, but with the extensions at the bottom making the shape of an omega. Next scene was a slightly more close-up view. There it is, there's the omega, and indeed I'll give you one more close-up view. Couldn't be any more specific, it's got to be an omega. Now, some people are thinking that that just simply says to do the airlock, turn it down, but, aha, if you have a look on the jackets of the priest soldiers, and indeed the jacket that Riversong wears herself, there is the insignia of an Omega. Now, although they are priests, they are warrior priests, it doesn't say who they worship. Potentially, they could be worshipping the god of the Time Lords. That could be Omega himself. Well, that ends my speculation for now. Feel free to make comments about this video. Feel free to write down whatever scandalous views you think on the matter, and good luck to you all. I'm not going to put any spoilers in here, but there is one other rumour going around, and that is of course the rumour of the Yetis possibly returning, but you can find those on other videos yourself. So feel free to leave a comment, feel free to thumbs up or thumbs down it, I really don't mind, but this is Magic Martin 666. Do check out my other videos. I've got all sorts in there. I've got wrestling, I've got roller coasters, I've even got puppet reviews, so please do check out the rest of my channel. Thank you very much. Keep watching Doctor Who. We'll see you in the new year, because that's when the new series comes out, but before that, of course, we do have that fantastic Christmas special, which, and I quote, will be the most Christmassy Christmas special ever. From the rest of the Whoniverse, bye-bye now. Bye-bye.